Have you ever wondered what's inside your smartphone that makes it so smart? This nifty little device that fits in the palm of your hand can do wonders. From making calls to capturing memories, from guiding us through unknown streets to keeping us connected with the world, the smartphone has become an integral part of our lives. But what makes a smartphone, well, smart? It's not just a single entity, but a complex system of components, each with its own unique function, all working together in perfect harmony. Think of it as a bustling city, where each building, each street, each individual plays a crucial role. In the heart of this city lies the processor, the brain of the smartphone. It's the mayor of this city, making all the crucial decisions, running the operations, and keeping everything in order. Then there are the RAM and the storage, the city's infrastructure. They are like the buildings and roads, housing all the data and making sure everything runs smoothly. The battery, well, that's the city's power plant. It provides the energy that keeps the city, or in this case, our smartphone, up and running. And let's not forget the antenna, the city's communication center. It ensures that our smartphone stays connected to the world, making calls, sending texts, and letting us browse the internet. But these are just the main players. There are many more components, each playing their part, each contributing to the magic that is the smartphone. So the next time you pull out your smartphone, remember, you're not just holding a device. You're holding a mini world of technology, a bustling city of components, each with its own role and purpose. So let's lift the curtain and take a peek inside this mini world of technology. Imagine your smartphone as a city. The processor is its city hall, where all the decisions are made. Much like the bustling city hall at the heart of every metropolis, the processor is the brain of your smartphone. It's responsible for making all the crucial decisions and computations that keep your device humming along. Just as city officials direct traffic and coordinate public services, your smartphone's processor manages the multitude of tasks it must perform. It sends commands to different parts of your phone, ensuring that everything from apps to system functions runs smoothly. Whether you're scrolling through social media, snapping a photo, or playing a game, it's the processor that makes it all possible. This tiny component is the unsung hero of your smartphone, tirelessly working behind the scenes to provide the seamless experience you've come to expect. Without a processor, your smartphone would be just a fancy paperweight. In our smartphone city, the RAM and storage are like the warehouses and storage facilities. Imagine a bustling city with various goods coming in and out. Some of these goods are needed immediately, while others are stored for future use. That's exactly what happens in the world of your smartphone. Now let's talk about RAM, or random access memory. This is the short-term storage facility in our city analogy. When you open an app on your smartphone, the data it needs to function gets loaded into the RAM. This is because RAM is super fast. It can deliver data at lightning speed to the processor. However, RAM is volatile, which means when the power is off, all data stored in it is lost. It's much like a warehouse that can only store goods for a day, and anything left at the end of the day is discarded. Now imagine you have information or goods that you want to keep for a longer period, say, your photos, music, or apps. You need a long-term storage facility for that, right? That's where the smartphone storage comes in. This is your smartphone's warehouse, where data is kept safe and sound, even when the power is off. This storage can be of two types, internal and external. The internal storage is built into your device, while external storage can be added, like a micro SD card. Therefore, the dance between RAM and storage is constant. Every time you open an app, the necessary data is moved from storage to RAM. When you're done with the app, the data is moved back to storage if it needs to be saved, or discarded if it doesn't. This back and forth is what keeps your smartphone running smoothly. So the next time you save a file or open an app, remember the busy warehouses in your smartphone city. They're always working, always moving to ensure you have what you need when you need it. Every city needs power, and in our smartphone city, that power comes from the battery. Just as a city's power plant provides the necessary juice to light up homes, run appliances, and keep the city humming, the battery in your smartphone keeps all its components working. It's the heart of the smartphone city, pumping out energy to every corner, every component, every microchip. How does it do this? Well, the battery stores energy in a chemical form and converts it into electrical form when needed. This energy powers the processor, the RAM, the storage, and all the other components that make your phone function. Even when your phone is sleeping, the battery keeps ticking, providing the necessary energy to keep essential processes running. And when you're using your phone, it's the battery that's powering your games, your chats, your photos, and your videos. So remember, without a battery, our smartphone city would be in the dark, and that's why it's such a vital part of this incredible device. In our smartphone city, the antenna is like the post office, sending and receiving messages from the outside world. Just as a city would grind to a halt without its post office, our smartphones would be reduced to little more than fancy paperweights without their antennas. The antenna is the unsung hero of our smartphones, working tirelessly behind the scenes to connect us with the world. It's a crucial component, responsible for the transmission and reception of electromagnetic waves, which are then converted into the audio, visual, or text data that we consume on our devices. Let's think of the antenna as the post office of our smartphone city. It's the hub where all the information comes in and goes out, similar to how a post office processes letters and packages. When you send a text, make a call, or browse the internet, your smartphone's antenna is working hard to deliver your messages and bring back responses. Like any good post office, the antenna is versatile. It handles different types of communication simultaneously. While you're scrolling through a web page, it's also receiving emails, WhatsApp messages, and Instagram notifications. It's ensuring that your GPS knows where you are and that you're connected to your Bluetooth devices. The antenna is also a master at dealing with frequency bands. Just as the post office knows how to sort and deliver mail based on postal codes, the antenna sorts signals based on frequency bands. Whether it's 3G, 4G, or the lightning-fast 5G, your antenna is there, making sure you stay connected. But just like the post office can get overwhelmed during the holiday season, the antenna can sometimes struggle when too many devices are competing for the same frequency. That's why sometimes in crowded areas, you might experience slower internet speeds or dropped calls. So when you're making a call or sending a message, remember the hard-working post office in your smartphone city. It's the antenna that's making it all possible, quietly and efficiently keeping you connected to the world around you. So we've journeyed through the intricate city within our smartphones. In this bustling metropolis, every component plays a pivotal role. The processor, the city's industrious heart, is the driving force behind every operation. It's the central hub, tirelessly directing and coordinating tasks. It's the diligent worker that ensures everything runs smoothly, whether you're sending a text, playing a game, or browsing the web. Next, let's revisit the RAM and storage. Think of them as the city's memory banks and storage facilities. The RAM, akin to a city's short-term memory, keeps all the current tasks in check. It's like a busy office space where the actions are happening right now. On the other hand, the storage, much like a vast warehouse, holds onto the data for the long haul. It's where your photos, videos, and apps reside when they're not in use. Moving on to the battery, the powerhouse of our smartphone city. It's the city's energy supplier, providing the juice to keep everything running. Without it, the city would plunge into darkness. It's the unsung hero that keeps the lights on and the gears turning. And then, there's the antenna, the city's communication center. It's the bridge that connects our smartphone city to the outside world. Through it, messages are sent and received, calls are made, and data is downloaded. It's the lifeline that connects us to our friends, family, and the boundless realms of the internet. Every part of this city, from the smallest transistor in the processor to the largest cell in the battery, works in harmony. Each has its role, its function, and when they come together, they create more than just a device. They create a lifeline, a tool, an entertainment center, a window into the digital world. Next time you use your smartphone, remember the bustling city that's working tirelessly inside it.